Clemson Tigers pregame show, live brought to you here by Rains Exchange. We're live here at the beautiful dockside, right outside of Your Pie here in Clemson. That pizza smell good, the beer's nice and cold. We're brought to us here with, we got staff writers Evan Cooley, Cole Gerard. We have a special guest, Clemson Tom, and the All Clemson Tiger himself, CEO and publisher Zach Lentz.
Sir.
I am Jeremy Lockett, Director of Recruiting here at All Clemson Tigers.
Yeah.
So, how's everybody doing today?
Just trying to stay out the crispy sun. You know, we got a little coverage above us, so that's good.
Yeah,
it's not 100 degrees today.
I can. Is there like doing his last time crazy?
I figured the chirping was going to come early from today, Zach.
Figured.
Yes, sir.
Trying to block out the haters down there. So this week we got NC State coming to Death Valley, and hopefully bringing back the Textile Bowl. The trophy with them this time. For a win at the beginning here. How we feeling about the game this weekend?
I feel good about it. I think that heading into the game, Clemson has a lot of confidence off their dominating win after App State. And obviously, they had the bye week to build on that and some extra time to prepare for an NC State team that's been struggling on both sides of the ball, and they entered the game with a 2-1 record, but they certainly haven't looked like a good team in those 3 games. And they're starting quarterbacks out, so I feel good about the Tigers heading into Saturday.
You know, the big talk right now for NC State is C.J. Bailey, and the freshman quarterback coming in at 6'6", if I'm correct. You know, I got the win for him in the second half against LA Tech last week. But the big thing I want to see from Clemson is the defense. You know, who's going to step up if Peter Woods does not, in fact, play? You know, you got DeMonte Capehart stepped up a lot the last 2 years. Peyton Page, Kate Denhoff, and of course you got T.J. Parker and guys like that. So, and then I just want to see another offensive explosion. Yeah, it was fun to see, and of course you saw all the stuff on Twitter like, Clemson's win against App State doesn't look too hot now that they got blown out by South Alabama. But you know, I think the offense played well outside of just it was a terrible defense, but you made plays.
Yeah, exactly. I think I was excited. Yeah.
Well, everyone to their kid.
Cake can continue his high level play. Because the App State game, where he was, close to hurting. There is a ton of pressure on him to continue that level of play. And also, I want to see the offensive line, come out and have another dominant game against NC State team that honestly has looked like garbage.
Yeah, I think it really starts with the offensive line. I think giving Cade the time, I think Cade can make the throws. And then the second thing is just the receivers getting space and getting open. And I think Cade will have no problem, especially against this defensive line.
Yeah, NC State's defensive line hasn't looked any good at all, nor their defense. But, guys, we've talked about Ryan Lithicum, Marcus Tate, who held out last week. But guys like that step up, Harris Sewell, Walker Parks, a veteran like that. We just want to keep seeing an offensive line come together under Matt Luke. We haven't seen that in recent years. So just kind of build off of that game by game, week by week, and just kind of see a full performance.
Oh, yeah. Down to the tight end, Olsen, had him. Yeah, he had a key lock on Phil Alll's touchdown. I think getting guys like him into this game early is going to be a great thing because the last thing that you want is to lose the momentum that you had coming off the last game.
Yeah, I think that would definitely be the key step here is just keeping momentum. I mean, like I said, we're playing against App State. That's defense was not very good, but as long as Cade is making his throws, we're spot on.
Yeah.
We're gonna check in with Clemson Tom here, see if he has any thoughts about the game this weekend.
What's up, fellas?
Hey, man, how are you?
Man, just ended out the day. Got the kids heading home. That's why my camera's not on because I'm driving. So unless you want to see the inside of my dashboard, that's about it. But no, I'm excited. Kind of going off what you guys were talking about. Yeah, we came out looking like the old school Patriots against Appalachian State, and Appalachian State ends up being basically us in a pickup game. But to put a little cherry on top of the cake, I guess we did exactly what we were supposed to do against Appalachian State. But going into the game against NC State, we should carry out. I'm not expecting Cade to look like Tom Brady mixed with a little bit of Peyton Manning. And just to be honest with you, it's a rivalry game. Who knows what's going to happen? But they are starting a freshman quarterback. First start in Death Valley. Somebody was praying for him because it's not a night game; it's a noon game. So that's about the only positive that kid has going into him. But our defense is going to be our defense. I expect us to hide some coverages, make it look like one thing, turn around, it's going to be another. It's not going to be a close game by any means. At least I hope so, unless something, crazy happens. But, NC State got tested against Western. They got tested against, who they played last week? I can't remember.
Right back.
Yeah, Louisiana Tech. So just judging off those two games right there, NC State isn't who we thought they were going to be, but, neither was Florida State. So that's the whole reason why, the rankings, in my opinion, should come out to about week 8. But I expect us to go in there and kind of just take it over. I don't foresee it being a close game. I do think we cover the spread. I do think Cade's going to have a big day. I don't think he's going to come out early. Hopefully he does. Hopefully that's how big of a game we do have. But I hate Dave Doran. I never liked the guy ever since the laptop gate, whatever you want to call it. I don't like how he dresses. I don't like how his face looks. I don't like anything about him. I don't like Raleigh. I don't like Wolves. Nothing about this game I enjoy. I've never liked NC State, so hopefully we come out. We put the and don't take our foot off the brake, man. That's how it is for me.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, especially in Charlotte this year for the ACC. That when they came out, they acted like they had won everything. They were national championships coming in, so I hope that's a major smackdown this weekend.
But that's how they always are, though. That's another thing that I don't like about them is you would think that they would be. I don't know. Like I give Louisville more credit because at least Louisville plays us tough. At least they had a team. You had some guys that they showed up, and game day doesn't show up for Clemson, NC State. They showed up for Florida State, Clemson. They show up for Louisville, Clemson. They show up for Notre Dame, Clemson. All these big time games, but yet NC State for some reason thinks that Phillip Rivers and T.A. McClendon are still back there, and they haven't been for decades, man. But for some reason they're extremely cocky, and yeah, they get our number here and there occasionally. But what's Doran against? 2-8 against us? You know what I mean? That's nothing. It shouldn't even be a rivalry game, but they always play us close. So that's why this game always makes me mad. But it shouldn't be close. But it's NC State. But we should cover. we should cover the spread.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we actually have a little throwback here to, yeah, they,
No, he did not. But I don't know who. Somebody asked me. One of y'all asked me about that in the press conference. But like I said, I had no clue. I mean, I knew it wasn't anything to do with football, but I did investigate. I did. I followed instructions to do some investigation, and I did. And turns out there was just a major crisis going on. And there was a young guy trying to help a team in need, and I think trying to be helpful in the situation, they trying to get in touch with Amazon. We had a crisis, dire need of towels. All right? And we were trying to get one of them drones to come in and drop some towels on the sideline. And, just didn't work out. But so, but on that, I want to launch an investigation too. What do they do with those towels? Is it a towel wall of fame? But no.
oh, yeah. So, yeah.
Forgot about Towelgate. That's funny. I forgot about the Towelgate thing.
Yeah.
That's another reason I hate NC State, man.
Exactly. Yeah. I think it was Bradley Chubb out there stealing the towel off of Kelly Ryan.
Yeah, Kelly Bryant.
Yeah. So, yeah, I agree with you. Yeah. Dave Darden looks like a little kid who, constantly, gets, someone hissing in his cereal. He looks like, a guy that you just really want to slap.
Especially even like when they lose, they just have such a poor attitude, and then when they win, they act like like they just did something amazing, and the attitude is amazing when they win. It's just annoying.
You remember
That's what I'm doing. They hung in with Western Carolina. All right, that was a good feat for them. let's give them that.
Yeah, that's their new level.
Yeah. Exactly.
Home isn't just a place, it's a feeling. That's what Harbor Oasis became for me, a slice of home in Anderson, South Carolina. I stumbled upon this heartwarming marketplace. Roaming through aisles of handcrafted treasures and local art, I felt each piece whispering stories of passion and dedication. It's a place where warmth meets creativity. Join me in experiencing this magical oasis. Explore the beauty, attend soul-enriching workshops, and support local artisans. See for yourself how Harbor Oasis can become a part of your story too. Experience the joy today at Harbor Oasis, located at 5013 SC 24 in Anderson.
Nick and Norman's is a brand new restaurant on the West End. Located at 1 Augusta Street, we are bringing unique Southern-inspired cuisine and a speakeasy vibe to Greenville. Created by an ownership group headlined by Norman Reedus and Greg Nicotero, Nick and Norman's is more than just a restaurant. It's a destination for an unforgettable dining experience. Our hours are Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Friday and Saturday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Our phone number is 864-236-5446. We also have a private dining room, so call for booking. Be sure to follow us on social media, on Instagram, and on Facebook.
All right, welcome back to the show, everybody. Let's get into the matchup a little bit more today. Kickoff is at noon tomorrow, and obviously NC State is off to a 2-1 start, as I've already mentioned, and Clemson is 1-1 and just had their first bye week of the season last weekend. And heading into the game, Clemson has much more momentum than NC State does. NC State's squeaked by in both their wins, and they've lost their starting quarterback. So Cole, what do you think about the game?
I just want to see that same Clemson offense that we saw 2 weeks ago. Seeing that everybody was, bashing them week one, bashing Garrett Riley, open up the playbook, and we finally saw it versus Appalachian State. Just keep building off that. And, like Dabo and Kate said, there's always room for improvement. You're going to get better week by week. You're not looking ahead. You're not looking back. Just come out there fierce and fire, and, don't be stupid. Just keep firing off on offense. Like, don't do anything different than you come with the same game plan as App State.
Yeah, and I think for NC State, I think that they're going to start pretty slow on offense. Obviously, CJ Bailey's making his first career start, and it comes also in NC State's first ACC game of the season. And I think that they're going to be conservative, especially in that first quarter throwing the ball. He had 20 passing attempts once he replaced Grayson McCall in their last game. But I think that they're going to start off with a lot of short passes and really just try not to make a mistake rather than make a big play, which I think Clemson's defense will be able to take advantage of early.
Yeah, I definitely think the defense will come in early, and I hope they put kind of a stop to this freshman quarterback coming in.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's going to be the key. He looked decent last week, especially when he kind of took over. I almost feel like they looked better. But, coming into Death Valley, I think it's going to be a little bit different this week.
Yeah, and Clemson's defensive coordinator, Wes Goodwin, did have high praise for C.J. Bailey when he did step in and said that he feels like NC State's offense really rallied around him when he entered for Grayson McCall.
I see. That's so hard to say. He isn't going to say, this kid, he sucks. he has to, come and say, he is, good kid. You're going to have to, be on top of our game.
Yeah. But, speaking, I want to talk about the quarterback position anyway at NC State. Obviously, they said Grayson McCall was an undisclosed injury. Has he fully been ruled out, or has C.J. Bailey just been told he's starting? So do we see Grayson McCall dressed out at all tomorrow?
The whole thing's so sketchy. It's the NC State way of doing things. But, never really – they wouldn't talk about it after the game. They said, we'll talk about it on Monday. And then Monday they kind of just were like, oh, no, he's out, and that's it. And then they still – it's undisclosed of what even is going on. So there's just something –
It'd just be cool to see if he even – Dave Dorn, he might throw him out there dressed out. We'll send C.J. Bailey out there, and you just never know at NC State. They're never going to fully tell you what's wrong. So,
here is the other thing. Thinking a lot of fans like to think that Grayson lost on hard. He honestly, was good at Coastal, but that was Coastal. So
that's what's so stupid about the whole transfer thing. It's like you have to go out and get someone if you don't have anybody. And I feel like half these teams don't get the few big names that they want. So then they go out and just get these subpar quarterbacks, and then they hype them up. And then it's like, they didn't live up to what we thought. And it's kind of like, well, look what you're doing. You're in here just trying to buy out somebody and go, here, we're going to go win a national championship. Get over here. We'll pay you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom, you got any thoughts on it?
Kind of saying what you guys just said. But when it goes back to NC State with their whole quarterback thing, I wouldn't put it past Dave Doran to say the quarterback's injured, so we got to prep for like a backup or just whatever. They start the backup for like one play, one series, and they throw their starter back out there. But it wouldn't matter, anyways. I think we're gonna be just fine. NC State's highly overrated with everything, but I wouldn't put past NC State to somehow like have some like random transfer guy in that we've never heard of. It's like a 5-star kid. This rivalry is. It's not even a rivalry, but it's like interconference rivalry, I guess you could say. But there's a lot of bad blood between. You can tell like Dabo and Dave don't even like each other. They keep it cordial for when they can. But the way our defense is playing, the way their offense is playing, I don't think it's going to be close. We got to come out hot. I would love God, would I love to see Cade just go deep a few different plays. I do think we open it up a little bit more, kind of what we did against App, but we do. Honestly, I don't see it being that close at all. I want to see what their honestly, I kind of want to see what their backup does. I would love to see what our scheme is on defense to confuse him, to kind of open it up a little bit on just scheme-wise on what we do on defense, and I would love to see us open it up like we did 2 weeks ago against Appalachian State.
I just think that's the biggest thing for Clemson is to open up the playbook again like we did versus Appalachian State, because a lot of fans and everybody is going to keep saying conservative play calling. Is Clemson going to come out fiery like they did versus App State? What are we going to expect from NC State's defense? Obviously they haven't looked very good this year, but I think the main talk is, does Clemson offense come back out? Does Cade Klubnik come back out? Does these Clemson wide receivers come back out fierce and fiery?
Yeah, we have to, and then also we have to establish a run game as well. We got to get over 100 yards. At least we have to. There is no ands, ifs, or buts about it. We have to rush for over 100 yards. Plain and simple. That's going to establish a run game. That's going to establish the play action pass. It's going to open up the offense. So when it comes to our running game, yeah, we got it. If I swear, I'm going to kick like a cat if I see another wide receiver screen pass. I hate the play. It rarely works. But we've got to open it up. You pay the best offensive coordinator in the country to come to Clemson. Give them the playbook and just say, you know what, whatever. Throw it at them. Let's call it what it is. Let's open it up and let's get crazy with it. I wouldn't even care if we see like a Hail Mary wide receiver screen pass. I don't know, whatever you want to call it, but I need to see more than the same 7 plays because it's getting to the point where it gets frustrating. But it was so awesome to see us just go crazy with App, but now we know App is just, I don't know, one of us could probably start for him. I don't even know what your athletic ability is. I've got 2 years left, but I'm 43, put on some weight. I might play some defense. I'm not catching any passes. I don't know about you guys, but that's how bad App is.
Yeah, at least get that COVID year.
We might get a COVID year. There you go. I might have 3 years left in me. I don't know.
I definitely hope that we come out and we just kind of, Hail Mary it to Wesco or somebody just to kind of get it going. And I feel like we do those stupid screens whenever it's like we're not getting what we want. So we kind of just dumb everything down. And I hate that.
Just come out with some swagger. Like, come out like, how The Rock would always come out, or Stone Cold Steve Austin would come out, or, just those old school wrestling guys. Like, come out with just knowing you can do whatever you want to do, but walk with some purpose. Don't look confused. Just come out and be like, yeah, I'm going to throw it deep. You can't stop it. You can't stop it. We're going to hand the ball off. He's going to get 5+ yards. You know it. I know it. It is what it is. Just come out with a little bit of just swagger and just, I don't know, middle fingers up to anyone wearing red. Just, we're going to do what we're going to do. You can't stop it. Your coach is over there in a T-shirt made by Adidas. My coach is over here. I don't know. It's not sweatshirt season for Dabo quite yet, but we're wearing Nike. You're not. We're better than you. Just come out and just play football that we are flat out better than you. Have a little bit of cockiness to you. Basically, inject whatever Ben Boulware has into the offense. And just be like, deal with it. I'm better than you. I'm going to score some points. Deal with it. That's what we need on offense.
Yeah.
Can you smell what the Rock is cooking?
And that's the bottom line.
That's the theme for tomorrow. I really hope that like I said, we just come out with middle finger. That's the ultimate goal here.
Yeah.
Just come out swinging, man. Who cares? I know sometimes the coaches want to be, we can't show them every play. Show them every play.
Yeah.
Let's just be better than everybody out there, y'all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think a lot of the younger team. So once we kind of start failing, then they just go into the simple mode where they just need to just keep throwing it at them.
Yeah, we're not the best team out there in college football. So, like, why not just open up the playbook and just be like, hey, we're doing what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? Just, scheme against me. You've got all the tape on the film. Just come beat me. No, looking at the schedule ahead, we shouldn't lose another game. All right, maybe South Carolina get a little bit of swagger. I'll give them some props if I finally find a quarterback that can do something. But we're probably going to beat them. Like, who else on the schedule is going to beat us? DJ's not going to beat us. DJ should write us a thank you note for making him look better than any other team has.
Evan, you got any thoughts on that?
There are no thoughts. Evan, you have no thoughts. DJ isn't that good. The best coaching Dabo in the squad ever did was DJ being on the payroll. That's it.
11 games with DJ.
I mean, Dr. Pepper should be like asking DJ for some money back. Like, seriously. Good God. You want to talk about just the whole Florida State? I feel bad for Florida State fans. I see them, I give them $1. And they're like, what's this for? I'm like, I don't know, man. Help yourself. I don't know. You look like you need some help. Shoot, I don't know.
He's doing those 7-Eleven commercials.
No, we shouldn't lose the game. Yes.
5-cent Polar Pops. Tom's cutting out.
So, Ellen, do you have anything to say? Because you are on the LSU trainer this year.
Yeah, he's getting quiet all of a sudden.
Yeah. That was at the beginning of the summer. Once I looked over their roster again, I changed my mind on that pretty quickly.
He flew to Ireland, and then he hasn't talked about it since.
And that Virginia Tech hype.
Yeah, I was wrong on that Virginia Tech hype.
He's moved to Tennessee now.
And now Oregon's winning the Natty.
Hey.
Have you ever bitten into a pizza and just known your taste buds were experiencing something totally unique? That was me at Crust and Craft in Greenville. Nestled right at 123 South Main Street, this isn't your average pizza joint. Their claim of "we do pizza differently" couldn't be truer. With creations like the Low Country Seafood Boil Pizza and exquisite $10 lunch specials, they're crafting flavors that defy the norm. Plus, the vibe? Unbeatable, especially with their new cocktail menu to sip on the patio. Head over to Crust and Craft Greenville, taste the difference for yourself, and seriously, do not miss out on their happy hour. Grab your slice of heaven today.
Have you ever stumbled upon a flavor sensation that sweeps you off your feet? That's Waffle Drop. Nestled in the heart of Greenville, we've spun up the traditional bubble waffle, a thrilling mix of pancake and waffle into an art form. From the whimsical Lil Blue Panda to the decadent Ferrero Rocher ice cream, every bite is an adventure. Imagine savoring a bubble waffle wrapped around your favorite ice cream. Now stop imagining. Visit us at Hampton Station or our new location at 500 Congaree Road in Greenville, which is open during the week to embark on your own delightful journey. Buy now and feel the happiness we blend into every serving. Experience the joy today at Waffle Drop.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. Now, as you've already heard him talk before, we have Clemson Tom with us today. Clemson Tom, can you talk to us about bringing back the Southern Sports Central show with Richie Altman?
Yeah. So Richie and I, we used to do a show back in the day, man. It was great. And then kind of life happened between him and I, and we had to put a hold to it. But, teaming up with you guys, I think the show's going to go Tuesdays at like 7, I think is what it is. But we talk everything. We talk Clemson, we talk South Carolina, we talk college football. It's everything. So we talk life sometimes. We sometimes get off on tangents. We're both ADD. So we can sit there and talk about Clemson, and all of a sudden someone says something else. It's like, hey, squirrel. Then we talk about something else. But it's fun. It's a high energy show. Richie and I have been best friends since God knows how long. He played baseball at South Carolina. I don't hold it against him. And but we got a dynamic show, man. It's something that we've done for years, and we're excited to team up with you guys with this whole platform. I think it's going to be a good fit, and it's something that we can grow together with, man. And just trust me. Tune in once, twice, 3 times. You won't be disappointed, and we've got a pretty big following already, so I think it's going to be a great fit, and it's a lot of fun. You got 2 guys that love to talk sports. We trash talk each other all the time. We make fun of each other on the show because we've got that kind of a brotherhood, but we have a lot of fun with it. That's all I can say.
Awesome. So yeah, with your show, the listeners is to hear.
We expect to hear some sarcasm, some laughter, jokes, and just honestly a lot. It's going to be a fun show. You're basically going to be hearing 2 guys. It's like going to your favorite watering hole and sit next to 2 guys you had no idea were friends, just talking shop, making fun of each other, making fun of you a little bit, maybe, who knows. And we're taking calls, and you know me, I'm going to draw some dummy callers already, but we've got some guests lined up already that we used to have prior. So don't be surprised to hear some big names kind of calling in and doing our thing. But now we've got a good foundation prior. We had a big show. We almost were on ESPN radio, but kind of life kind of stepped in with us, and we couldn't make it happen. So you're going to be getting a good show with a lot of laughs, a lot of fun, a lot of banter, and some and a lot of sarcasm going back before with him and I. So it's going to be a really, really fun show.
And what made right now the best time to bring it back?
Honestly, him and I have been talking about it for a long time. We both had some life changes, with each other, but we've kept in contact, and just getting approached by it from you guys, and it just seemed like a good fit. I talked to him, and he's like, "Shoot, man, let's run it back. Like, what's the worst that can happen?" We basically talk to each other like we talk to each other, every single day for an hour. And we talk sports, and then we talk betting lines. We talk about this, we talk about that. And, why not? So you're getting 2 guys that are seasoned that know what we're doing. We know our sports. And, it's a good time because it's going to be a good time.
Yeah, so whenever you guys, start your show next Tuesday, and I'm sure you'll talk about it, but what are your thoughts on Clemson's, first 2 games so far?
Georgia, I knew we were going to lose. I definitely knew we were going to lose against Georgia. I thought we'd have put up a bigger fight. I knew we were going to win against App State. I had to turn the game off. It was boring. I went and started watching Alabama almost lose. And that's the problem I hope we have going forward, that Clemson just starts hanging up points to where I'm like, I got to watch another game that's close. But those 2, I watched a little bit of South Carolina. Very surprised with South Carolina. They finally found a good quarterback. Let's see what happens with that. I think we're going to beat South Carolina. I think South Carolina's not a fraud, but I don't think they're there quite yet. So we'll see how that goes. But man, it was week 3, week 4, depending on how you look at it with college football. And so far, there's been a lot of drama. There's been a lot of talk. Is Lane Kiffin going to Florida? We don't know. He keeps posting random things on Twitter. Florida fans are about ready to implode. Therapists across Florida have made more money in the past 3 weeks than they ever have because of Florida State, and the Gator fans don't know what to do. Miami fans are coming out of the woodworks because now they think it's 1985. They're going to win the national championship. But it's college football. Next week's Georgia, Bama. We're getting to the heart of it, fellas. It's like you just ordered a filet and you're 3 cuts in. Now the goodness is starting to process here.
Yeah, all the dumb games are out of the way. But we appreciate
exactly. Absolutely, fellas. But yeah,
we look forward to seeing your show on Tuesday, and hope our fans check you out.
Thank you for joining.
Must have hit the Florida traffic.
Alright.
Well, I guess looking forward, we're looking at,
Yeah, like, yeah, I am so excited. Yeah, we're able to sign him and Richie earlier this week. Yeah, this is you're going into the transfer of her and you're getting a counter and not a DJ.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the transition into his videos and adding them into ours and starting a little partnership going here.
Yeah, it sounded like a cool thing him and Richie Altman got going. I did not know Richie played baseball at South Carolina, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know they are also potential ESPN radio guys. So I think that'll bring a lot of good things to all Clemson Tigers.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They say a home is a safe haven, but what about when that safety is threatened? Last year, a storm hit our area hard, and suddenly the roof over my head, my family's shelter, was compromised. I felt vulnerable. But then Canopy Roofing stepped in. Their dedication, much like that of a caring family, restored more than just our roof. They restored our sense of security. If you're ever in need, let Canopy protect your haven too. Experience the same peace of mind. See for yourself how Canopy Roofing can safeguard your family's comfort and safety.
Are you tired of scrolling endlessly to find the perfect deal?
Who said that?
Me.
Ah! Who are you? How did you get in my house?
Be not afraid. I'm the Frugal Fairy. See, at the Frugaling Shop, we bring the best deals to your doorstep, so you can spend less time searching and more time saving.
Yes, hello? There's a man with wings standing in my living room, and I'm scared.
But Dabo wants to, be mean about this game. He wants to. He's too calm about it.
Yeah. There is, honestly, I can't think of another coach in this league that dislikes as much as they, the just the way that he looks like, the look on his face whenever he says Dave during his name is like, oh God, I can't stand this guy. You can't, the other thing that I always, chuckle about is when Dallas says this is a rivalry. I think that, they have won 2 out of the last 3, but those are your only 2 wins in 10 years. To me, that is not a rivalry. That is a anomaly.
Yeah, DJ messed one of those up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even think it'd be a rivalry if it wasn't for the history of the Textile Bowl itself. But, we haven't won at NC State since 2019. Thank God this game tomorrow's in the Valley. It's hard to win there. With CJ Bailey making his first start, I think Dave Dorn's going to be nervous for Dabo, and I think Dabo's just ready to send his offense back out there.
Oh, yeah.
And I think looking at the defensive side of the ball and the keys to the game for Clemson, for me, both of them are on the defensive side. And the first is I think Clemson's going to send a lot of pressure early at CJ Bailey since it's his first start. And we'll be looking to get him on the ground. Clemson only has 1 sack through their first 2 games, and I think that they want to increase that number a little bit, and they have a good chance this week. So I think they're going to send a lot of pressure early on in the game at CJ Bailey. And the other key for me is shutting down the run game. I think they're going to rely heavily on the run game and try to limit possessions for Clemson's offense and try to drain that clock a little bit. And the way that they're going to try to do that is through the run game. So shutting down the run game and getting back there to CJ Bailey, I think, are the 2 keys for Clemson.
Yeah. Speaking on the defensive side, with Peter Woods being out, I want to see freshman Stephon Green step up like he did last week. I think he had 5 total tackles, and they're all solo tackles. So just to see young guys like that step up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're just wanting to, just give keys to victory, Evan. What do you think the main spots are?
I think defensively, like I said, I think getting CJ Bailey on the ground and stopping that run game. And then offensively for me is not coming out with a conservative offense like we did against Georgia. I think that Clemson played like they were scared to make a mistake in that first game of the season and kind of opened up the passing attack, especially in that second game. And I want them to continue to do that, but also get Phil Mafah involved. Obviously, I think that this could be a game where he displays that he's one of the top running backs in the ACC against NC State defense that's really been struggling through the first 3 games.
Yeah, definitely. I just want to see offensive line, protecting, getting Cade open. I think because that'll equal the receivers getting open and he's making good passes. I think that's just the key. But I don't see a problem with us playing against NC State.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, I would have been a little bit more worried about this game, leaving that Georgia game, and they had a week 1 scare with Western Carolina, but NC State always plays us tough. But looking at CJ Bailey as a freshman, I don't think a lot of college quarterbacks can say they made their first freshman start in Death Valley. So it'll be cool to see what he does, but I think this defense is going to give him a nightmare.
Yeah, I am. On the same lines as you guys. The defense, this is your chance to show up and really, dominate a game. And I think the offensively, don't screw around with them. Tom said, come out with some swagger and some, authority, and, get this game over with early.
Yeah. And one more thing I want to see from the defense is a complete game. I feel like against Georgia, that first half, they looked great, giving up 6 points. And then the second half, obviously, they fell apart. And against App State, overall, they played really well. But kind of in the second quarter, they let up and gave up 13 points. So I really want to see a complete game from this Clemson defense.
Yeah, and I'm also hoping that we can get up big enough that a lot of these backups can make it in again, because it's like the old times, especially with Trevor Lawrence here. It's like every game we had backups in, and it really developed, the people underneath, and they had time to play. And like a lot of the coaches said, these guys really want to play, but then it's good when they get in, because then we can show them why they're necessarily not starting and things that they can improve on and get better, and it really just helps years down the road.
Yeah, I'm all about getting backups in and stuff like that, but just – man, how awesome would it have been for Cade Cloten to play a full game 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, can you imagine?
Yeah. But I'm all about getting guys reps. And, of course, Christopher Fazina, scored his first rushing touchdown in Death Valley. It's good to see guys like that, get some plays, because Dad was very big on getting young guys in. And that's one of his main focus and his main argument about why he hasn't used the portals, because he likes to develop guys and, get those young guys in. So it'll be cool.
Yeah.
Ever wondered how to stay updated on all things Clemson Tigers without the hassle? I discovered the All Clemson Tigers website, and it's a game changer for any sports fan. From football to Olympic sports, they cover everything Tigers. I've been following their updates, and the insights are outstanding. Check it out today and become the most informed fan at the game.
Ever find yourself needing custom gear that really stands out? At Carolina Printing Sports and Trophy in Hartsville, SC, we personalize everything from t-shirts to trophies, making sure your brand or team logo pops. Whether it's screen printing, embroidery, or dazzling plaques, we've got you covered. Swing by today and let's create something unique just for you.
Greenway Shuttles is a professional student transportation company that is currently hiring part-time shuttle bus drivers in Clemson. You must have experience, and a GDL license with passenger endorsement is required. Pay is $18 an hour. Several positions and several shifts available. For more information or to apply, call 636-698-5780. That's 636-698-5780. Greenway Shuttles is an equal opportunity employer.
All right, we have reached the time of the show where we are going to give our picks on some of the games around the nation. Starting tonight, Stanford goes to Syracuse. So let's start with Evan. Who are you taking?
I'm taking Syracuse. I think Kyle McCord's looked great to start the season. And I think that Stanford's going to get a rude awakening to ACC play.
That is the Evan kiss of death. All right, Kyle.
I agree with Evan. Kyle McCord, through 3 games, he's looked really good. And the only thing I don't agree with Kyle McCord for is, getting the ACC co-quarterback of the week with Cade.
Yeah, that was
insane.
Kind.
But, Stanford's coming out of the Pac-12, first ACC game tonight. I don't think they're ready for it. Is the game in the Dome?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And the Dome gets loud, too. I feel like that's an underrated place to play at in college football.
Yeah.
I've only been one time, and it was actually a blowout win, but it was so loud. Because, it's inside, of course. But, I think Kyle McCord is going to lead that offense. I think they're going to blow Stanford out.
All right.
Yeah, I'm right there with you guys. Syracuse should win pretty well. The only thing is I'm wishing the Stanford, could win it that way when we're playing them next week. They're not coming in after a big loss or anything.
I think Syracuse gets the win. And honestly, I don't think Stanford wins or loses this game. Is going to make any difference next week because they're going to get killed. So also tell you how Illinois at Nebraska. So
I'm taking Nebraska in that one. I think Matt Rule, when he's been a college coach, has been a great coach and has built some good teams. Obviously, the NFL didn't work out for him, but I like Nebraska and their rebuild, and I think they'll win tonight.
Number 22 versus number 23, like you're saying, Matt Rule coming in, last year with the Panthers didn't really work out. But, I with Nebraska, I think they're going to win the game. I haven't really seen much out of Illinois in the last couple of years, and neither with Nebraska. But I think Matt Rule is finally bringing Nebraska back to the respect. And, you got Patrick Mahomes. I mean, not Patrick Mahomes, his lookalike. Yeah, but, I really do think Nebraska will win this game pretty big. And, that guy's very confident. He put a hush on Deion Sanders 2 weeks ago, so it was good to see that.
Yeah, I always the light shirt, So I think Nebraska is going to roll.
Yeah, I'll take Nebraska. I think Matt Rule is more of a college brain than he was in NFL. And I think he's kind of putting something together there. Pretty good.
Nebraska's a hard place to go in and win, too. It's always loud in there.
Yeah. So now we start to get some of the ranked games, starting with USC, the real USC, and the Michigan. So
I'm taking USC in that one. I think that Michigan is going to be unranked after this week. I think it's going to be a rough season for them. And they don't have a quarterback right now, so I'm taking USC in a dominant win in their first game in the Big Ten.
yeah, I think you had a praise for the correct situation.
Yeah. I would say I'm taking Southern Cal big. Miller Moss coming in. Look lights out in the LSU game. His defense held him behind him. I don't think Michigan can find the quarterback.
Yeah.
So I'm taking Southern Cal big.
Yeah, give me Southern Cal. Yeah, I think the RGOQs. Yeah. Michigan is going to have a difficult time.
Yeah, Michigan's definitely going down. I think, especially all these people coming out of the woodworks, all of a sudden, they're winning everything, and then now they've pretty much lost everything. So now it's kind of rebuild time. So definitely think Michigan will lose.
All right. So here is my first upset because of the year UCLA is going to head to Death Valley, LSU, and knock off the Tigers.
Not happening.
Yes, it is.
What do you guys say about that? No shot. I'm a big Garrett Nussmeier guy. I mean, he didn't look fantastic at all last week.
He looked awful.
Yeah, I know. But he escaped Williams-Brice with the win. The controversy with the refs, and the 2 pick sixes that were called back with the roughing the passer on one of them. I'm not saying that was the best call, but I mean it's in the rule book. But UCLA's not going into the the fake Death Valley to win.
Yes,
They're not.
Yes, sir.
Give me LSU by 14.
All right.
Give me the Tigers.
All right.
I'm with Cole on that one. I'd take LSU easily. I don't think UCLA has a chance in that one, especially with it being in the fake Death Valley.
I mean, UCLA's coach can't even talk to the media. He can't even. remember that now?
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that was terrible.
Well, I can't even remember what he said.
It was just like, all right, there's a university here that I coach for now, and it's in California. We're here with another school, and
we're in the Big Ten.
So, Jerry, come on.
As much as I'd love to agree with you, and much as I love seeing LSU lose, I'm gonna agree with our other guys here that going into fake Death Valley, they're gonna take the L
for sure.
All right, all three are higher. So that's Georgia Tech and Louisville. So, this was a game that, honestly, this game was last week or 2 weeks ago, they tempted to go to Tech. Now, Louisville is going to curse on them. And it is going to get ugly.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take Louisville in this one.
Yeah.
Georgia Tech, looking good week 1, and then they're kind of slipping away here. But I think it'll be an easy win for Louisville.
I'll go on the other side of it. I'm going to take Georgia Tech.
I love it.
I think they'll rebound from their last ACC loss against Syracuse. They came back in that one. They were down big, made a little comeback at the end. But I like their offense. I'm worried about their defense, but offensively, I think that they'll easily be able to keep up with Louisville. Just hopefully defensively, they'll be able to stop them.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna go with you. I'm taking the upset. Give me Georgia Tech on the road in Lexington. Haynes King at quarterback, even with that loss against Syracuse, I mean, he's 81 for 106 on the year, 962 yards, 6 touchdowns and 1 interception. I mean, that's good stats. Give me Tech on the road.
All right, so 2 guys get you ready. You are going to have it. And 2 guys are losing. So next, Oklahoma State and Utah.
You want to start it off?
I'll go. I'm going to roll with Cam Rising in Utah. Cam Rising's battling a little bit of an injury, but he's going to play. And I like Utah a lot. Oklahoma State's a good team, but they've had a couple close games too this season. So I'm going to go with Utah. And it's their first Big 12 game, I'm pretty sure, too. So
So I've been a big Cam Rising guy in the 40 years he's played college football. It seems like, is this game at Oklahoma State?
It is at Oklahoma State. Yeah.
Oklahoma State. What's the running back? Ollie Gordon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's fierce. He's fast. Give me Oklahoma State. Even with me, I love Cam Rising. I think his game. I love his game. He's an old guy battling injury. He's just tough. But give me Oklahoma State.
That's right.
We're on good sides now. Heck yeah.
Ollie Gordon looked awful last week for Utah or for Oklahoma State.
Bounce back.
Yeah, it's the bounce back. It's definitely the bounce back.
Yeah. So honestly, I had Oklahoma State as my Big 12 champ. So go Hogs.
Yep, I'm right there with you with that one.
All right. And next up, the game of the night. Tennessee heads to Oklahoma to take on the Sooners in their first ever SEC game. So, your thoughts, guys?
We already know what Evan's going to say.
I think the SEC was real nice with Oklahoma not making this game be at Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. But regardless, I think Tennessee's going to go in there and kill Oklahoma in their first SEC game.
I love it.
Seems like you're big on Tennessee as well.
Hey, look, the I have season tickets to the Lady Basketball, so we are all rocking.
There you go. Hey, I'm a big fan of the song Rocky Top, but I've always got to show respect for Brent Venables. It's their first SEC game at home. It's a historic matchup in Norman. I do think Tennessee is going to come away with the win. You got Nico at quarterback. All the Tennessee fans saying he's going to win the Heisman, this and that. I think they're going to win the ball game, but Oklahoma's going to give them a fight. I mean, they're in front of their home crowd in their first SEC game. It's not going to be the blowout that Evan thinks, but
I think that Tennessee hangs here. 50.
Okay. This isn't NC State again.
I think it goes both ways. I think this could be either a really high-scoring game, and I think Tennessee comes out with the win, even though I really don't want Tennessee to win.
Yeah,
but I don't think it'll be a high-scoring game just because of Tennessee, the way they've been playing.
Yeah. I think it's a lot closer than people think, but Tennessee's going to win.
All right. Cal and LSU. Does anyone here have any hey and DJ?
I mean, is this game on at 7:00 a.m. on Comedy Central? I mean, this is Cal's first ACC game in Tallahassee. That's a long trip for Cal and the Bears. Going into Tallahassee 0-3 with star quarterback DJ Uiagalelei. I think I've been seeing on Twitter all week Cal just trolling Florida State, doing all this stuff. I'm taking Cal. I am taking Cal, but it would just be the Florida State type just to come out there this one game and just absolutely light it up. With all that talk that's been going on all week, Cal is going to get their first ACC win at 0-3 Florida State. All these preseason accolades for Florida State with DJ. Evan's one of them. He was very high on the Seminoles, but give me Cal in Tallahassee.
I think Florida State's due for a win.
That was last week. They're supposed to get their win last week.
That was week 2 also. But they have a tough schedule, though.
I think going across the country is going to be tough for Cal. First ACC game. Florida State's going to come out wanting to get that first win of the season. I don't think either of these teams are any good in the end, but I'm going to take Florida State in a really bad game.
All right, give me those Bears. Cal has been trolling LSU all week, and they're going to continue on the field.
Yeah, as much as I think Florida is due for a win, I just feel like it's coming. But I also feel like Cal will come in knowing that the way Florida's been playing, that they're going to come in and win.
All right, and now for the game that everyone here is carrying it out. As NC State tries to Death Valley to take on the Tigers at high noon. So, real quick, give one key to this game, and then you're here.
Okay, the key of the game for me is getting pressure on CJ Bailey, making him uncomfortable in his first ACC game and his first career start. And my score prediction is 35-13 Clemson.
I like it.
Have a offensive explosion like the App State game. Just play a full complete game. And I'm gonna take the high score. Give me Clemson 41-17.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Tigers by 90 as always. But I feel like it's gonna be the offense will have no problem. I feel like maybe in the beginning, just kind of getting into the rhythm of things, but I think defense will stomp all over NC State. So I'm going to take – I think I said 38-10, even though I think it'll be a little higher than that.
Yeah, so I keep is the fans. Yeah, it obviously, as we saw, the traffic coming in today was crazy. Yeah, even though it is so loud, the fans need to be there early, while you're as hard on CJ Bailey as they can, because, Doug said the impact that they had on the State game. So I think that, the fans getting into this game is a huge thing. Getting the Tigers 35-10.
I like
Hey
it.
foodies, ever stumbled upon a culinary treasure in the heart of Pendleton, SC? Rains on Exchange is that gem, dishing out the juiciest burgers and mind-blowing boom boom shrimp. Their chicken nachos, simply out of this world. Nestled in the historic square, it's the perfect spot to fill your belly and chill. So next time you're in town, swing by Rains on Exchange.
All right. So, as always, we want to thank Rains on Exchange for sponsoring the show. The beautiful dark side for having us out here. And so, really like here next Friday to do this all again.
Yeah, definitely come on down and check out Your Pie here at Dockside in Clemson. It's a beautiful little area here.
Yes, it's Perrin, Colin, Jerry. I am Zach. Thank you for joining us tonight, and go Tigers.